Hi all, Peachy here, aka the Frankston Flipper, aka Mr. Moneyball, a channel dedicated to trying to find items to resell for a profit on eBay, and we try and do it using the smallest amount of time, the smallest amount of thrifting, because we want to try and do this so it makes sense. And spending the whole weekend thrifting, I feel it's a bit of a waste of time. The weekends, relax. And I generally just put in a small amount of work into this and try and make as much profit in the smallest amount of time as possible to complement my full-time job, where I'm lucky enough where I get a bit of holidays in that, and during the holidays I can also put a bit more time into the business. Today we're going to head off into downtown Frankston. So we're going to put the windows up of the car, we're going to go right into Frankston, and we're going to try and, we're actually going to go to a Salvos first, and then after that we'll head off to Savers. So let's get to Salvos, let's get to Frankston, let's see what we find there. Probably nothing, but we'll see. And we're going to start off our thrift adventure today in the heart of Frankston, central Frankston, to see what we can find. We've got a bit of time to kill, but in saying that, it's not much time. And look, there's this seagull. He's saying, come to Salvos. There's some good stuff in Salvos today. Look, I'll be honest, this Salvos is actually not too bad. It's been pretty kind to me in the past, which is more what I can say about most Salvos Vinnies in the past. And it's actually quite well priced as well. And we instantly found this, or drawn to this, Melbourne City player, I think it's a player trading jersey. Not sure if women's league or men's league. But they also had a whole heap of different soccer stuff. A lot of Melbourne City stuff today. So it almost seemed like a person, possibly a player, has donated all their jerseys. Maybe they got cuffed by the team and in their frustration didn't want any bad memories left. So they've donated all their jerseys and past memories to Salvos for someone else to pick up and hopefully make money off. But I'll be honest, there's a Munoz Melbourne shirt there. I'll be honest, I only picked up a couple of these jerseys, and it was one of those player-issued trading jerseys, which I thought was a little bit unique, but I wasn't really sure what it was at the time. Did find this jacket, didn't really comp up that well. Salvos wanted quite a bit of money for it as well. Did have a good feel to it, felt like it could be worth a bit of money. I actually initially thought it was a Greg Norman golf jacket, but it wasn't. Had some tradie tops and even more Melbourne City, like a singlet or something, and more singlets there. So they just had like a lot of Melbourne City jerseys and stuff. Did see this Fight MND beanie. It was number 4. It's one of the earlier ones, and these can go for a bit of money. The earlier the better. Number 4, you kind of can get some decent money for it. I didn't actually pick this one up, but I was tempted. Don't really deal with beanies and hats that much. And also a Vans hat, which was pretty cool. Didn't pick up neither of those items though. They got put back on the shelf. And even more Melbourne City. So a whole heap of different merchandise. They had the jackets. So I'm assuming it was a player. Probably really lasted. Probably one of the rookie, maybe firsty type players that got released. They just weren't good enough. So I was interested to see that. I think I did see a Melbourne player do it recently in Savers, where there's a whole heap of different Melbourne stuff. But again, you can't prove that. Just more Melbourne City stuff, heaps. Could almost field a whole team with that stuff. And after the toys, they had like this Darth Vader. I don't know what it was. It just kind of appealed to me to pick it up and have a bit of a look at it. But yeah, I guess Star Wars kind of dead these days. No kids really liking Star Wars. All the good characters are being killed off. But Darth, he's always got a bit of demand. And we did have a bit of a look at the glassware cabinet. And I got a bit excited when I saw this Seth Rollins Elite figure, mint on card. Mint on card should be $5. But when the lady took it out, the top was a bit damaged. I did pick it up anyway. So, as you know, I don't really go to Salvos, Vinnies, or any other op shops around. But I did go today because more so that we're in Frankston and had a bit of time just to kill an extra 10 or 15 minutes. So I decided, look, I'll give Salvos a go. I'll give Salvos a go. And they had a lot of it was actually decent there today. A lot of Melbourne city clothing. It's like someone just dumped a whole heap of Melbourne city stuff there, even though they just wanted the championship, I think, in the A-League. But we didn't pick up all. We picked up a couple of items. Some of it was Melbourne city. Did pick up this shirt here. This was $5. It's got like a number there, so I'm not sure about its player issue or anything. I'm not really sure. It's a bit of a unique type shirt, kind of a really like a teal type color. That's why I picked it up, even though, yeah, I don't know, I just picked it up. I think it might be something decent. Doesn't have the name on the back, which is unfortunate, so it's probably not player issue, but that's okay. And we also picked up this, another Melbourne City shirt, like a polo. It's a good size shirt. It's only $5 as well. All the shirts there were like $5. The jacket's like $9. And it's on the Nike tag. Pretty cool. And thought I got lucky here. We got this Seth Rollins WWE Elite figure. It's in package, but it is a bit. I didn't really see that. It was $5. Yeah, I don't know. Would have been nice. There's only when it kind of came out, it was like a bit stuck like that, which you don't want, but still, I don't know, I'll take it with $5. It was just a basic figure, probably not elites. These are the figures that a bit more detailed, a bit more expensive, and look, I'll probably bundle that up with something else. I don't know. Still a pretty cool figure. You don't see elites, you don't see mint on card elites even with damaged boxes in the op shop that often. All right, let's get to Savers. That's where it's at. And we are back off to Savers. This is our favourite place, the place that never lets you down. Kind of like the Carlton theme song, except Carlton do let you down. We did see like these posters. One was like a movie poster for The Lion King, which was pretty cool. And also just a Donald Duck type Disney one. Got drawn to this. It's like a petrol Bowser alcohol type dispenser. Just thought it was really unique, really cool. You might not even use that just as a display piece in the house. Would be pretty cool. I only wanted $7, so I thought that was good value. Okay, maybe not for reselling, but maybe for a man cave or something similar. Other video games, did pick up a few. None of these. I did pick up one Wii Sports from that lot actually, but nothing else. Got to be excited with the DS games, but yeah, but unless you want to do your dream wardrobe or High School Musical, not too much. Did pick up that Metallica Guitar Hero. It actually goes okay, so don't normally pick up that type of stuff. After the comic books, and they had Thanos, they're not really comic books, they're more like I guess almost like mini books. Had Thanos, Supergirl, couple of others there, Apparel, what do you want to call it, whatever that is. And I thought this Bad Nights one may have gone okay. The first selling comp was okay, but then selling price didn't go that well, and also Rick and Morty. So some pretty cool stuff, but again, they're all like $14-15, and it's pretty much eBay prices. Did find a bunch of Bluey books, which I thought was potentially unique, but again, I thought these you could have bundled this lot up together. It was pretty much the three same books for the most part, so we said no to that. We put them back on the shelf. Sorry, Bluey, you're not going home with me today. To the hats. Did find this Carlton Football Club Blues hat's got the $50 price tag on there. Someone paid $50 for this, and with the way Carlton are going, they said, "No, I'm not going to be seen in public with this." It was still $10, so nice looking hat though. It's got that really cool 90s Blues logo on it, and they also had a Quentin Tarantino, like a corduroy hat, which was pretty cool looking. Seemed a bit small, but all hats seem small to my big head, so we did put that one back. Nice, pretty cool though. Off the racks, we did find this local. It's like a bunch of baseball jerseys, but they're all local. That's like the Port Melbourne Mariners. Nice looking jersey, but just a local. That one like $15-16, and also this one here, which was Ormond Glen Huntly. So just local baseball, local Australian, I guess, Melbourne baseball. Got drawn to this as well. It's like an Australian Nimbus. It's like an Australian company. It was a very unique feel to it, almost like an embossed look to the material. But yeah, it doesn't really go for too much. do like finding sealed board games, and they had this one, Family Feud, but yeah, doesn't really go for much either. And I guess because Family Feud hasn't really been on much, no one's really buying the game. And I always do like having a bit of a squeeze at the Monopoly boards, see what type of games or gimmicks that they're trying to sell to people. But we didn't pick up any of those either. Just a bunch of little toys, plastic toys. I was more drawn to the Simpsons and the My Little Pony toys, but didn't pick it up. Probably good value, but didn't really want to deal with this sort of stuff. And so we put it back on the shelf, but you could probably find some decent stuff in there to make a bit of money if you wanted to. Not me though. Someone else can take that one away with them. And up next, you'd find this bunch of planes, including a couple of Qantas planes in there. And I think these can go okay if you bundle them up quite well, especially with the actual real airlines like Qantas. And I think there was like another one in there which I couldn't, I think it was like Greek Airlines or something. And just a bunch of cars. Nothing to write home about. We didn't pick any of this stuff up. But just unique items that you know, I like to show you. Don't always pick them up, but I like to show you. And on the toy shelf, we found this plane. Didn't Google Lens it, so I don't really know what it was. Just had a lot of detail, kind of like a unique item. The fact that it didn't have, I guess, the plane cover or the window kind of put me off in the first place. I don't really want to deal with it. So we put that back. And they also had this Leonardo TMNT toy. Didn't have his katanas, which is always a downside. But I was kind of drawn to this thing on the back where you obviously push it, and Leonardo looks like he's either had too much medication or not enough medication. So we put him back on the shelf. And we also found this dragon, a lot of detail, but just got a lot of toys at the moment. Not really picking up a whole heap of toys, only because I've got to sort out my area, my storage area, get that organised first, and I'll start buying toys. And is this thing like the ugliest looking car you've ever seen? It was just blocking me and annoying me. Yeah. And as per usual, we'll start off with the toys and the media. Show you what we got. We did pick up a hat as well. Don't normally pick up hats. Got a bit excited when I got this one. It's a 1999 Australian Grand Prix hat. Wasn't that expensive either. It was only about $3 or $4. Pretty cool graphic on there. Thought that might have been worth a fair bit of money. But it goes okay. It'll definitely make a lot of decent profit, which is cool. But yeah, it's profit. Not probably the sort of be a bit higher than what it was. And we also picked up some Pokemon Pikachu type figures. These like a bundle. Don't really know much about them. Someone can tell me. I know nothing about Pokemon, but I know it's Pikachu. And I'll probably do a nice little bundle on these. What have we got here? It's not coming out. We've got this Pokemon or Pikachu in, I don't know, he's got someone jump, it's a cape or something. We got this Pokemon with Pikachu. It's all a bunch of Pikachus, I think. Another Pikachu. Kind of reminds you of the old Snippy characters that you used to get in this sort of like style. Another Pikachu in some sort of whatever, and another Pikachu. So a bunch of Pikachus. What else do we get? Video games, not heaps, so we did get a few. Got Shaun White skateboarding. Haven't seen that before, so I got a bit excited. Thought that might have gone for a bit of money, but it doesn't. Seen his snowboarding before, so when I saw skateboarding, I thought, oh, that's interesting. Could be worth some money. No, not really. Need for Speed, these always go for pretty good money, especially if you bundle them up. Sometimes single ones can go for good money as well. Gran Turismo on the PS4, and this one here goes okay as well. Farming Simulator. So that's all the video games. So not heaps of video games, but decent. And DVDs. Actually picked these up last week. Country Practice. Country Practice. Good DVDs. You can probably bundle them up or sell them, buy them themselves. Either way, you probably make a bit of money. I'm not sure which is the best way to do it. You probably make a bit more doing it individually, but it might take more time to sell. And we also picked up some Sailor Moon. So I think these go okay as well. Bunch of Sailor Moon DVDs, seasons or something. That's a season there or something. I think they go okay. I haven't actually comped them up. Did drop it when I got out of the car, which is a bit annoying. And we also got some Knight Rider, new and sealed. That's why I got it sealed. Knight Rider. That one's actually not sealed. So these will probably be a nice little bundle, and a sealed Knight Rider. That's all the media for the week. Knight Rider, Sailor Moon, bit of Pokemon toys, and a couple of video games. Whew. Didn't pick up many t-shirts last week. This week it was a different story. Picked up quite a lot. Got the Billabong. On the Billabong, I'm not sure. I think it's a pretty modern one, but got it for a decent price. So happy with that. Pretty cool looking t-shirt. Won't go for heaps of money. Black Sabbath, again, more a modern one, but recently just sold Black Sabbath. That's more a modern one as well, so there's obviously demand for it, so I'm happy to buy things that sell. Black Sabbath, pretty cool design, kind of a really old style looking t-shirt, but more modern. This was a black pink. I think it actually, well, people are asking a fair bit for these. I'm not sure what it is, but black pink, I don't know, some sort of tour t-shirt, which is cool. You never heard of them before, but I'll give it a go. It was only like $3, so happy to put that money into that. Another band, the 1975. They're at their very best. Not sure, another tour t-shirt, not sure who they are, but they're big enough to be touring Bangkok, Melbourne, Sydney, and all these other places, so they must be somewhat decent. Never heard of them. These Reese Plumbing t-shirts, yeah, they just pump along slowly. You don't get huge money for them, but they tick away. They get sold 15, 20 bucks, sometimes up to 30 on the right size. Got a Ralph Lauren on with that nice, it's a nice bit of a unique t-shirt. I wouldn't normally not pick up polos, but this one's a bit more unique. I like it. It's got the guy playing polo. It's got that really cool Ralph Lauren, so you know it's Ralph Lauren. So everyone can see you rocking that shirt, knows you got a bit of money. This is Peter Alexander, and it's the Hamburglar. It's like a pajama top. Just thought it was cool. Not sure on that. Could go for good money, could go for nothing. But the Hamburglar, I remember McDonald's used to promote those cool characters instead of just Ronald. Got a Metallica tour t-shirt, or like a jersey, Australia 2010. Australia 2010, just Metallica 10, I guess that's 2010. I think the older ones of these are selling okay. I'm not sure about the more 2010, is that still modern? 15 years, I guess it is. This cool design looking t-shirt, like a Harley Davidson style design with the eagle, the motorbike. It's not Harley Davidson, but just think that's a pretty cool looking t-shirt. Bloody big t-shirt too, and that cool looking eagle on the side. So more the graphic, live to ride. Neo Vision, kind of like that embossed, kind of like that white fox embossed type writing on the back. So a bit more of a unique t-shirt. I think Neo Vision is okay, not a great brand, but it's okay. Day to Remember t-shirt, cool design, cool graphic. Look at that, that's pretty cool. Don't know much about a Day to Remember. Day to Remember on the back. We got, this one's funny. We've got a Toadfish, Jared, what's his name? Jared Lebecki or something. Neighbours t-shirt. That's a big size as well, so a big unit's gonna get that. Don't know. I just thought that was funny. Surely someone's gonna want a Toadfish t-shirt, right? No? Maybe? I don't know. We got Bring Me the Horizon. Again, I think it's a band t-shirt. Not really sure what this is, but I just thought it was cool. Bring Me the Horizon on the back. I like those double-sided t-shirts. They always seem to go better. I think it's a band. I'm not really sure. And the last thing, being from Frankston, or living in Frankston anyway. Got this just waiting for a mate. Kind of highway patrol, famous scene in Australia, where basically there's this guy who's drunk, and I think he's just crashed his car. And the police officer comes up to him and says, "What are you doing here, mate? What's happened?" He goes, "Oh, I'm just waiting for a mate." He's quite adamant he's waiting for a mate, even though he's definitely intoxicated. So, a bit of an iconic t-shirt there. I think it was in Carrum Downs actually, which is part of the city of Frankston. That's the t-shirts. And now on to my favourite category to pick up. Probably because it's one of the hardest things to get good jerseys. Didn't pick up a whole heap this week. I picked up this, it's an All Blacks, it's like a blue jersey. shirt. They don't want, probably not a jersey, want a shirt, jersey slash Adidas. It's the New Zealand All Blacks. All Black stuff always tends to go well. But again, blue is a bit different. Normally it's the black. Actually, I did sell a red or orange All Blacks jersey not long ago. Picked up a Lionel Messi Argentina jersey. Pretty cool looking jersey. It's a bit small though. I think it's only a small size. Small, which is a bit annoying. That's okay. Picked up a Arsenal jersey with that fluoro type design, and it's Zaka 29, you know who you are. And a lot of this racing stuff goes pretty cool too. It's the Ford, new with tags, like a Ford rally shirt, Ford racing on the back. That should go for money, that should go for a bit of a profit. And lastly, just the Melbourne Storm polo. Melbourne Storm stuff always tends to move quite okay, even in winter, and that's a polo. That's all the jerseys. I guess that's a polo, not really a jersey. Sport stuff. So we'll go on to the jumpers, jackets, and all that stuff in a minute. And finally, this was one from last week, the Betty Boop long sleeve jumper. Betty Boop Team or Jinko, Betty Boop Tinko. Pretty cool, just a pretty simple style. I like it. Sometimes simple is good. Got a new with tags. Brisbane Lions old school like Fitzroy style jumper. You can see the new with tags there. That old style Brisbane or Fitzroy Lions logo, which is now, I guess, when they merged back in the late 90s now. I think this goes okay, but I'm not sure. I haven't really comped it up. It's a pretty cool looking, it's an Adidas jacket. Like, that's the back of it. Weighs a bit, this actually. Adidas Originals. Probably should have buttoned it up. The front, I'm not doing a good job here, am I? That's the front. Not a bad looking jacket. It's pretty thick, they'll keep you warm. Another jacket, Obey. It's an Obey jacket. It's just got this really cool print on the back. Bad Brain or something. Bad Brain. It's more like a wind, one of those wind jackets, what do you want to call them. What else we got here? What's this? Melbourne City. We actually picked that up at Savers, even though we saw about 10 of them at Salvos. But we did pick that one up. This is a jacket. A racing hoodie, mossed it, and it's also, I don't know, Andretti someone racing. It's a cool looking jacket, hoodie, whatever you want to call it. On the back, mossed it. Actually go for a bit of money. And lastly but not least, we picked up it's like a McLaren racing jacket, Mika Hakkinen. Pretty cool looking jacket. That's a nice jacket. Some Formula One fan will definitely want to wear that. That's all the jackets for the week. That's everything. Pretty good haul. Till next time. Hi, my arms are burning from carrying. All right, anyway, until next week, see you later.